All right, welcome back to the channel. So we have a nice tournament today. Edison JANK, $100 prize pool thanks to some donations. Shout out to everyone who has been contributing and helping with prizing and stuff like that. We also add money from the IMNerd piggy bank, so that does help. But yeah, we have $100 to give out tonight. And yeah, round one just began. So let's see who is, you know what, I'm just gonna go in DB. I would just go right in DB, because why not, right? How you guys been doing? How's everyone doing? We are post Retro Reborn Fort Myers. Let's check this out. Fort Myers just concluded. Another successful weekend, and I'm back on the content grind. So there's so many videos I want to make, and not enough time. Like, there's just not enough time, chat. So many things I want to rant about and talk about. But in due time. All things in due time. I'm just glad that I'm finally back home. Honestly, like these last 2 weeks I was in Houston and then I immediately flew to Florida. And like 4 days after Houston I flew to Florida. So I just feel like I've been living in a out of a suitcase. I just feel like I have not been home very much, and which is just a fact. Like I just factually have not been home very much. But yeah, are these two playing or am I tripping? Oh yeah, but okay. You know what? While they're doing that, I'm gonna. Oh, I want to see this duel. Let's watch this one. Let's watch this one, chat. But yeah, I could put this. How do I do this? Oh. Okay, that goes there. Did this freeze? I swear to God. I was about to say dueling book, like, please not right now. Just, like, not today. Okay. All right, anyway. What's up, TJ? What's up, Hyuzu? Huzu22. On a way to get pizza for me and the kid. Oh, pizza sounds good. Pizza does sound good. After getting top 4 with Borgs, can you ever go back to playing Hero Frogs at a major? Okay. That's a funny question because you do realize that I won a major with not Frog OTK, right? So like my highest placement that I've ever gotten is not with Frog OTK. Frog OTK is not even the second highest placement I've got. So yes, I can see myself playing a not Froggo TK deck at a major. My highest placements have been with Hero Frogs. And actually, I also got third place with was that Frog Monarchs? Or was that Dream Frog? It was Frog Monarchs. I got third place with Frog Monarchs as well. I got first place with Hero Frogs. I got third place with Hero Frogs as well at Ultimate Time Wizard Niagara Falls against Dirk Wagner. We played each other in the third, fourth playoff thing, and I won. So yeah, I see no reason why I would not be able to go back to playing a non-Frog OTK deck or playing Hero Frogs or anything like that. Like, I still have all the cards. Oh, let me also set a timer. So what time did we start? I think we started at 7:30 prompt. Yeah, I used the command at 7:30. So it's been 2 minutes, so I'll set a timer for 48 minutes. And then we'll put the time on the screen for the viewers. Even though this time is not 100% accurate, the one in the Discord server is the most accurate time, and players can use /timer to check how much time is left. I'm so confused on what's going on right now in my server. Wing Rhinos. You know, I still have nightmares about that terroristic dragon deck that Ronak played weeks ago. Is he in this tournament? Oh, he is here. Okay. Yeah, Ronak is in this tournament. I just have never forgotten that. Yeah, pepperoni pizza is #1 for me in terms of pizza, and it's not close. When I was younger, I used to really be big into Domino's pepperoni and bacon when I used to do the 555 deal back in college. I don't believe the 555 deal exists anymore, which is really sad for the, college students who are broke coming up nowadays. I was a broke college kid, and the 555 deal got me through the early days of, you know, just being a broke college student until I got my bag up. I don't know what they have now. With inflation, I have no idea what they have nowadays. Like, it's probably the fucking 2020 deal or something. like Subway doesn't even have the $5 footlong. Do y'all remember $5 footlongs? Because I don't think they have that anymore. I feel like footlongs are not $5. When you were in college, Chipotle did $2 bean and rice burritos. I didn't even know that they did that ever. So you got no meat, but you could get beans and rice for $2. That sounds amazing. I don't eat beans personally, but that does sound amazing for people who do. Like beans and rice, I know that's very filling at the very least, right? I'm a big chicken burrito kind of guy. Like I like double meat, no pause. You were typing the 2020 deal? Yeah. Yeah. The 2020 deal. Just getting absolutely savaged. Alright, here's a Rota. The War Lady, who is limited to 1. She was number 1. And we have a match that finished already? Sheesh. Decree. Oh, I remember this deck. I like this deck. Creature swap on DD War Lady. That actually seems pretty good because he can obviously just not banish, which... And then when he's good and ready, he can banish. That's a pretty good creature swap. I usually don't really care for creature swap. I know creature swap can be good in frogs. I've never really played it though. But Raw Neck makes me want to play it. He makes creature swap look insane. I just know when I try to play creature swap, I'm going to end up having the worst situation where like they have multiple monsters. One of them is going to be ass. I just can't get what I really want from them. Like I would love the situation where I reversal my opponent and take something really good. Like a Dark Arm Dragon or something, but that's just not going to happen. Alright, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Just because... Wait, is he done already? No. Alright, I am going to switch over to dual screen, which should be fine. I want to see this. We got Ronak now as well. Ronak is playing Machina with no fortress. Solidarity. I have PTSD, Ronak. Okay. All right. And there's Limiter. Oh God. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. What deck are you used? What do you mean? What deck do I use for what? I don't have a jank deck, if that's what you're asking. Oh, I should probably want to cut the dual sounds off for the secondary dual, so it's not too much stimulation going on. This is already very overstimulating for some people. For me, it's just right. Battle phase. Attack. King Tiger Wang Hu. Machina armored unit. When I tell you, I could not explain what this card does. So let me read this. Once per turn, when a machine monster is destroyed by battle sent to the grave, you can special one machine monster from your deck that has the same attribute and less attack. Oh. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. Another decree. Here we go.
Another one.
He drew both the decrees. Summon Breaker. Goodbye, my love. Where was the Book of Moon when you needed it? I feel like Book of Moon is very good in JANK. That was a 2-for-1 special. Breaker's so good. He's limited in this format, you know. I had to limit him after he was the absolute best card in Season 1. Sorry, I'm reading something right here. That's why I'm like so quiet. All right, well, I don't think this is not my tournament. This is definitely not my tournament. Okay. Oh, who subscribed? Oh, Owsley! Shout out to you. Gifted Clutch Tom's 30 jewels. That's pretty cool. Owsley Jerome. I'm actually reading. You know what's funny? The thing that I'm reading is you in the Frog with DK channel right now. That's actually literally what I'm reading right now. Yeah, there was so much to back read. I was just catching up on the Frog of TK channel. There's a lot going on in there. Yeah, there's just a lot going on in that channel. Anywho, Ronak is still out here terrorizing with Machina. I really want to see that dragon deck again, but Ronak is a person that he gives you, you know, you get a show with the deck once and then it disappears for like months somehow. Because he's just a mad scientist that has so many decks to play. Thank you, Owsley. Is Ronak trying to summon Machina Force? Honestly, I think so. What does it require to summon Force actually? Like, I know it takes a lot. It's not easy to summon that thing at all, but if anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be him. It's like Machina Covington and some other dudes. He's getting Jinzo'd right now. Or was. A lot of Jinzo tonight. What's that about? Your banter with Asian with cards had me dying on the weekend. Yeah, that was really fun, right? During the finals of GOATs. Yeah, me. Our relationship is very quirky. No, first of all, that CJ Krause is not evolution, so let's start there. let's just start with the fact that CJ Krause is just not even close to being evolution. They are two very different people. They don't look alike, they don't sound alike, they don't play the same deck. They're just not the same person, so there's that. But no, it did not change my opinion of the deck, on top of that not being evolution. I don't know how he got confused with evolution. That's very random. David, no more questions. That was honestly, I should clip the end, like that whole bit during the ending of the GOAT stream. I should just clip that whole thing. Because when David asked me if I ever played in an ARG, I was like, okay, no more questions from you. Like, we're done. We're done here. Like, you need not speak anymore. This thing is so annoying when it starts doing its thing. Yeah, that I was just like, what? Aliens. What is this thing? Place my A counter on all monsters special summon to your opponent's side of the field. Okay. Nice. Oh yeah, the ban list is in the description, just by the way. Like the ban list for Jank is in the description of this live stream. So just click on the description and you can look at the ban list yourself. It is included for everyone to see. And also I will, oh, I guess I cannot post it in the chat. That's kind of annoying. But yeah, you should be able to access it in the description of this live stream and every Jank live stream. What? Anyway, that was a rant. Yeah, this should work. I think this will work. Yeah, that does work. Okay. But yeah, if you ever want to see the current Jank ban list, just click on the description of the live stream that you're watching and you can see it. Also, I think that if you use exclamation mark Jank, that will give you, I think the bot, yeah, there you go. So if you type exclamation mark Jank in the chat, the bot, the Nightbot will literally post a link to the ban list in the chat. So there you go. One time David showed up to Epic and got into a huge argument with Prince. It was being, do I know who Prince is? I'm not familiar with everyone from the Texas local. What was the Jesus? Yeah, Ronneck ended up winning. With Mecha Bunny. When this card is flipped face up, select one card on the field and inflict 500 damage to its controller. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, you can switch summon one Mecha Bunny from your deck. I'll never know. I will never know. And I'm okay with that. Like, I've made my peace with never knowing like why that card is being played. Like I've made my peace. Well, look at the new Call on it. No, we will not be. So, in the Jank format, I don't increase the number of cards past the Edison normal rate. Every duel is going to be able to be played within actual, like, Edison on DB. Like, your deck will always be Edison legal as well as Jank legal, basically. So it's never going to, like, defy the ban list. Like, there's not going to be, like, 2 rescue cats or anything like that. I love random percentages too that are like backed up by absolutely nothing. 30% of games are won by it alone. It's just like, okay, just based on absolutely nothing. What's up, Rich? I mean, all of the top 10 decks top tournaments, that's not like a surprise, right? I don't expect any of the top 10 decks to not top throughout the year. That's just how this format and every other Yu-Gi-Oh format ever works. I brought the Yamada Jank list to actual DB ladder and it won somewhere around 55 to 65% of matches. That's actually kind of scary. Like, you took the Jank list and played it on ladder exactly as it is in Jank, and it was able to have a win rate of around 60%. Well, I didn't get to play in any of the Retro Reborn events ever, so I can't really say. Like, I've never played in a Retro Reborn tournament since I commentate every single one of them. Kuraz draw traps broken. Yes. Kuraz draw traps is pretty good. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay, they need me for ruling. All right, 1 second. Does Kuraz miss timing when popping the draw cards? No. That is not how missing the timing works. That's not even like what missing the timing means. Thank you for directing my attention to the bottom right. I was not aware that they had a ruling dispute. So if you competed in Retro Reborn, you would win them all is what I'm hearing? Why do you think that? I like my job as a commentator. I prefer to commentate over playing. Playing is very, very annoying and stressful. I do not enjoy playing nearly as much as I enjoy every other aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh! The autonomous action unit is some spice. But kindling is at 2 in JANK. So it's not as good. Still powerful, but not as good as when it was at 3. When it was kind of being spammed a little bit. It still wasn't... Weirdly enough, I still don't think it was like OP or anything, but it was definitely starting to veer towards the OU category, overused. You know what I mean? What a field. Thought Ruler protected by Stardust Dragon, and he already has his own built-in protection. I can't imagine this attack not going through, honestly. Like, what could he have here? This is JANK, so anything could happen in terms of that. Like, you never know. If I started losing my hair, would I shave it off or hold on as long as you could? That depends. Do you mean losing my hair as in the way, like, you know, those older white guys bald, where they have no hair in the middle and then they just have hair on the sides? Like, a lot of people in corporate America have that hairstyle, and I think that shit is just crazy. If I started balding like that, I would just literally cut all my hair off. Like, if I just had no hair on the top and I only had hair on the sides and in the back, I would just cut that off. That looks crazy to me. The Homer Simpson, yeah. Like, it really depends. If I started balding like Stephen A. Smith. See, I don't really know how Stephen A. Smith is balding. Is it a receding hairline? Is he balding in the middle? But in general, I do think that, like, if you're balding and it's getting to a point where it's really bad, and, like, you know what the hell really bad is, then I would just cut the hair off. Like, I would just cut it off. Because I think that period of time where you try to hold on to the very, very clear balding thing. Like it's just like it's progressed to a point where it just looks really bad. Trying to hold on, I think, just looks more ridiculous. It just makes it look so much more ridiculous. I'm going to try for the Paul Heyman before I shave it off. I go by the name of Paul Heyman. Yeah, the Paul Heyman hairstyle where you just don't have hair on the top at all, really, and you have hair on the sides. Like, that hairstyle is so fucking wild to me, personally. Like, I would just cut that off. I don't know why so many people have that exact hairstyle and keep it. I think it looks strange. I also think it's kind of sad too that the way men bald is usually at the top and then you keep all the hair on the sides and in the back. Like, why can't it be the other way? Right? Like, why have we not evolved as a species to where you bald on the sides and in the back and then you keep your hair on the top as like the last hair that you have? I have a friend who went to Miami to do the turkey thing and his hair looks great now. Yeah, no, those hair transplants, they're like really good. Like, I consider that if my shit started going really badly, I would go and get the hair transplant for sure. Like, I would take me a nice trip down to Turkey and I would get me a really good hair transplant, maybe 1 or 2 sessions. But yeah. Would I wear a wig? I don't know. I guess I would. I don't see why I wouldn't. Like, if the wig, if wigs got, if they became good enough to where they don't look ridiculous, because you like, I would not wear like a synthetic wig, right? But like, if you know, wig technology, and I think wig technology is pretty good already. Like, when I see women who wear wigs, I usually cannot tell that they're wearing a wig if it's done right. What's a lakefront hairline? What is this? Oh. Okay. Let's see if this drop went through. So I don't think it did. Oh, it did go through. Nice. Oh, a lace front hairline. Right. When I was a kid, I used to have this theory of what would happen if we had one solid hair, like everything that's your hairline was one solid hair. Okay, I don't wear a Sakura pink wig. The Yugi wig goes hard. There is one wig that I really wanted for anime, but it was way too expensive. It was like almost $300, if not more. It was the Goku hair. There's a wig of like, I think Bandai makes it, but it's a Japan exclusive or some shit. But it's Goku's hair as a hat. I think it's like I think it's more of a hat than it is a wig, but still, it basically looks like a wig when you put it on. I wanted that, like, genuinely, and that shit was straight up $300 or something. I was like, I'll pass. Like, I'm not. Like, I don't want a $300 hat that bad. Let me see if I can find that. Goku hair hat. Yeah, I think I found it already. What? I hate when the internet asks me if I'm a robot. Like, the robot asking me, like, if I'm human is crazy. It's this. This is what I want. I actively want this. I'll switch back to... I think this looks really cool. Not on her. It looks cringe on her. but I think it looks cool on him. Like I would 100% rock this. 100p. I would rock this. I think this looks so cool. But like for $219 plus shipping, and it's out of stock anyway, I'll pass for $219. Like I'll pass for that. But I would wear this. Like I would totally wear this. I actually think it looks really good on the black guy. I mean, technically, kinda. You could get this hairstyle, kinda. It wouldn't be exactsies, but like, unless you did way too much to like, you'd be damaging your hair with the amount of product you'd have to do to get it that way. The hat is just easier. Like the hat is so much easier to just put on, right? You just put it on top of your head. Because if I wanted to look like that multiple days, who is the stylist who's going to be doing that shit? Way too much work. But yeah, I really wanted that hat when it came out, and it sold out, and it's also way too expensive. So hard pass. Hard pass. What are these? Pokemon? Oh, I guess it's like, this was the Dragon Ball 40th anniversary beanie. The Viking braids? I can see you doing that. Let's see, how much do you want on eBay for that hat? Because that Bandai 40th, oh my god, chat. Oh my god. Bro, people are taxing. Bro, they're taxing for this hat. All right, chat. Look at how much they want for this hat. Bro, they're taxing OD. They're taxing OD for this thing. $534. And then look down here. They want $399, $300, $297. This is not even it. This is like terrible. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, honestly, $534 is crazy. Is anyone? I don't want to go there. We should never go there. I thought 300, or what was it, 200? I thought 200 was too much. 500 is like, do I look like a joke to you? Who's still playing? Cole and DeMarco. I feel like everyone's done and we're just waiting on Okay. And we're just waiting on this one. Yeah, eBay is taxing so outrageous for this. Oh, I think that's yeah, we're on to round 2. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna set a timer. Set timer. Look, everybody report it. Love that. I love when everything just comes together in a nice little ball of fun. And by fun, I mean hell. Okay. Original price for that was around 63. Yeah, but nothing costs what the original price really is. You know what I mean? Things are worth whatever people are willing to pay. And the crazy thing is, I'm assuming people are willing to pay these prices because why are all of them listed way above retail? I've never seen this thing listed anywhere near $63. And honestly, if I was able to get it at cost, like if I was able to get it for whatever, you know, retail was, I would also just sell it for $500 if somebody was dumb enough to pay $500 for it. All right, let's get some duels. Oh, am I in the right spot? I am. Ronick versus Scotty's Roll Dad. Let's watch. Let's see. Make it so. I wish I had that hat. Last week in Florida was freezing. Houston was hot. Florida was freezing. It was honestly, my body's so confused right now, I bet. Cause like I went from really hot to really cold. I had goosebumps during the entire time I was commentating. Am I going to continue doing the forbidden cards at 1? Well, they weren't always at 1, right? We did card safe return at 2. But I guess you're just asking, am I going to continue to do forbidden cards in Edison? And the answer to that is yes. That is not over and done with. I keep saying, like, Ronak finds a way to play cards that no one's ever seen or heard of before. And it must be Edison legal because we're in the Edison section. So that's another thing, is like, you know it's legal, you just don't know what it is. But it says once per turn, when a machine monster is destroyed by battle and sent to your grave, you can special summon 1 machine monster from your deck that has the same attribute and less attack. So if they destroy your green gadget, you can get red gadget. Mecha Bunny. When this card is flipped face up, select 1 card on the field and inflict 500 damage to its controller. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the grave, you can special summon 1 Mecha Bunny from your deck in face down defense. Full Helm Knight. This is scary because there's this card called Hyan Lei that is Harpy's Feather Duster from the extra deck. Bottomless Trap Hole. Yeah, Hyan Lei is wild. Surprisingly, the duel is not like out of control though. Like in terms of card advantage. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it still takes 2 cards to make her, and it got bottomless, so. Oh, and now we're even, kinda. It's so funny seeing Gear Frame play when Fortress is banned. As autumn/fall approaches, what do you look forward to the most? I look forward to being able to wear the clothes that I want to wear. I have a lot more clothes for the fall and winter and spring seasons than I do for summer. Like summer, I put no effort into the way I dress during the summertime. It's really just giving t-shirts and trousers almost every day. Like that's kind of just what it is. It's just too hot to be doing anything. But like in every other season, I can really get dressed, and like I have so many hoodies, quarter zips, jackets, suits, sweaters, sweatshirts, coats, like just so many more options. Hats, beanies, caps, like there's just so much I can do when it comes to, so for me it's like the fashion. I prefer the fashion of every other season but summer. I hate the fashion of summer. Like I like summer as a season, I just don't like the fashion of summer. It's just way too restrictive. My favorite brand still Rick and Balenci. No, Balenci is definitely not a brand that I am interested in right now because Demna is gone. So I have not bought anything from Balenciaga since Demna left. And honestly, I haven't been buying much clothes at all. Like the only time I've purchased clothing this year has been like random, like one-off stuff. Like I've been buying a lot of like pants. And I bought a lot of stuff in Japan. Like when I go to Japan, that's where I pretty much buy like the bulk of my clothes now. But I just have not been interested in anything really in terms of clothing. Like I just have so much stuff already. Like I have so much stuff. When it comes to clothes, I am not lacking at all. I have enough clothes for everyone in my family to like never have to buy clothes again. I have enough clothes to not wear the same thing twice for a year straight if I wanted to. Obviously, I don't do that because I just have a lot of favorites, right? You just wear it. Like honestly, when I really like something, I'll spam it. Like I'll wear it. Like there are these pants that I've been wearing a lot. Like I have two different colors of them, a black pair and a tan pair, and I've just been wearing them like whenever I'm just like lounging kind of thing. I do not like pumpkin spice. I do not care for it. And that season is approaching, isn't it? It's like what, less than a month away before everything starts becoming pumpkin spice. I just didn't grow up on pumpkin anything. I grew up on sweet potato, like sweet potato pie, not pumpkin pie. I don't even know what the hell else people do with pumpkin, but pumpkin was just not a thing that I ate growing up. Like we carved pumpkins on Halloween, and that was the extent of the pumpkin in my family and all of my friends' families. Like we did not, we were just not a pumpkin family. And getting older and seeing like all of these coffee shops and stuff doing the pumpkin spice thing, it's like, okay. Why don't we do this? Dual screen it up. That was a rough misfire on Cold Wave. Why? Because he chained Compulse to it. I'm sad I didn't get to try the Biscoff cookie. What was it? Ice cream that somebody wanted me to try. I think that they don't have that anymore. Like they don't make it anymore or something. Like the ice cream sandwiches. It was like Biscoff ice cream sandwiches or some shit. I never got to try it. I feel like that was such a missed opportunity for someone like me who loves sweets. Like I really, really love sweets. I just never got to try the Biscoff ice cream thing. I have had this year Biscoff banana pudding, and it was good, but it was way too rich. Like you could not eat very much of it. It was like, and it, coming from me, this means a lot, but it was overly sweet. Like it was just way too sweet. And I like sweet shit, but it was just like, oh my God. Yeah, we have White Castle, but I've never eaten from White Castle. I remember when I was a kid and my dad first brought White Castle in, and I took the burger bun and like lifted it, and I just saw all of those like little chopped onions, and I said, oh, absolutely fucking not. Like 6-year-old me was like, absolutely not. Can we go to McDonald's? Like, what the fuck is this? You trying to cheap out on McDonald's? I gave my parents hell. I was a very picky kid when it came to food. You could not feed me just any old thing. I'm not eating White Castle. I'm not eating Taco Bell. I'm just not going for it. There's just a lot of shit that I never went for any of it. I just wasn't going. Like you brought it in White Castle in this house and you had me fucked up at 6. Like I will literally starve. I'd rather starve. And they knew, because of how ridiculous I am as a person, that I wasn't fucking around. I will literally starve. Like I will show up to school the next day starving. Which obviously they couldn't have, and I knew that. I knew at a very young age that they could not just let me starve. So I was like, I will not be eating White Castle tonight, but I will settle for McDonald's with a Sprite. Happy Meals used to go triple platinum in my house. I used to collect the Hot Wheels and the Monopoly. I used to play the Monopoly game, the McDonald's Monopoly. So like what we're not gonna do is White Castle. I just remember looking at White Castle's burgers and thinking to myself, this doesn't look like real meat. Is this my tournament? This has to be, right? Like, who would play this voluntarily? It has to be, right, chat? Oh, smoke grenade of the thief. Now we are cooking. What was your favorite sweet / dessert you got in Japan? Oh God, everything. I don't even know if there's like a #1 thing. Every single dessert that I've ever had in Japan is just crack. Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to think of like, I don't know, every cake, every ice cream, every like cookie, like they're all everything that's just everything is so over the top and so good. When's the next Yu-Gi-Oh Talk podcast? I don't know. At some point when I decide to make one, but I have no idea. Okay, there was a dessert in Japan, a parfait, And there's only 3 of this cafe in the world. One is in Osaka, one is in New York, and the other one, it might be in like Tokyo, I think, or France or something. I forget. I just know that I was at one of 3 of the locations. The parfait was fucking outrageous. Let me see if I have the, I definitely have a pic of it on my phone, but I'm trying to see if I have it. I showed it on this channel before, so I want to see if I can find it. Pics maybe. Let's see. All right, I'm definitely gonna have to just go in my phone. That's fine. Let's see. Let's put it here. Pictures. So yeah, the one of the things that comes to mind when I think about like the best desserts I've ever had in Japan, but also just period, is this parfait I had in Japan, and it was so absurd. It's funny because I just saw a different picture of a parfait in Japan from a completely different place. Completely different place. I'm getting to it. I have so many pictures from this trip. Guess I'm just gonna show all of these pictures. Oh, okay. There's this viral place that makes these little pastry balls filled with cream called Mooken, M-O-O-K-E-N. Look it up. Those are crack. Those are fucking crack, bro. They are so outrageous. You have to line up. They open at like 11 a.m. and there's usually a line around the corner. Look it up on Instagram so you can see a reel. When I tell you that they are crack though, okay, I'm finally... Oh, wait. Where is it? Is she on this day? I know... I remember what I was wearing because I took pictures. Why? Okay. Why do I not see the one that I'm looking for? All right, let's do this. Library. I don't think I would have deleted it. Oh, what the fuck? Where did I just delete? It must be on my external hard drive then, because I see pictures from the day that I got the parfait, but I don't see the... Oh wait, I can go on Instagram. It's definitely on Instagram. 100%. I found it on Instagram. Okay. Maybe I deleted it after I uploaded it to Instagram, and that's probably why. Anyway, I found it. I found it on my Instagram, which is funny that I had to use my Instagram to like find a picture. Yeah, this parfait. I will show this finally. All right, so I have like three pictures. All right, let us scroll all the way down. Okay, so open media link. Okay, so the parfait that I'm talking about, this is one of the absolute best desserts I've ever had in my life, and also one of the best desserts I've had in Japan, even more specifically. But like, it is so fucking good. Like, so good. And then this is espresso. But yeah, this is a parfait. I've never tasted, like, I'm not a parfait person necessarily. Like, I wasn't ready for, I didn't know what I was getting into with a parfait. I just saw it on the menu and I was like, oh, this sounds really cool. Like, it has a bunch of things in it. Like, it's so ostentatious. And then when I started eating it, I was like, oh my God, like, this is incredible. Like, incredible, chat. So then I started getting parfaits from everywhere I went in Japan, which resulted in me getting like this one. Because I was like, now I just have to try every parfait I see on the menu. Now I just need to try all of them, because that first one was so ridiculous that I was like, well, everywhere we go, if they have a parfait, I'm getting it, right? Like, I'm just getting it. And there was also this dessert. This dessert was also crack. This was from the Waldorf Astoria, I think it's called Astoria. This was insane. Like, this dessert was also just absolutely insane. These are meringues, obviously, and yeah, this was incredible. This was incredible, but this was the best thing. This parfait, if I go back to Japan, I'm getting this again. Like, I'm getting this one again. This one was really good. I would eat this again. This one was really good. I would eat this again. This one is like, when I go to Japan, I have to get this again. Like, this is a have to get. Just means perfect in French. They're not trying to hide it. Oh, really? That's what parfait means? That's kind of cool. That's actually really cool that is like what I didn't know that's what parfait means. Perfect. That's kind of cool. It's from a place called Marie Belle, it looks like. You can kind of see it, right? Like M-A-R-I-E, Marie Belle or something. Anyway, this is in Osaka. This specific one that I went to in this picture is in Osaka. They have a location in New York, a location in Osaka, and a location in, I think it was Kyoto. Oh, it was Kyoto, I think. I think it's Kyoto, Osaka, and New York. Yeah, we'll be playing. I'll definitely be playing the Frog OTK volcanic Frog OTK quick draw deck from the Retro Reborn. That I've already said that deck I have to play that. That shit looks so fun and toxic. What about the ramen noodles? What about them? The ramen's really good. The ramen in Houston was the best ramen I've ever had in the United States at the Tiger Den. Best ramen. So I like spicy food a lot, and the spicy ramen from the Tiger Den, the best ramen I've had in this country. And it's like not close. I go by the name of Paul Heyman. You know what I should do? I should make like a little video thing. Like just all the pictures I took in Japan, all the food, all the sites, all the restaurants and things that we did. Like I've been meaning to do that, and I just kind of came back to the US and I enjoyed my trip. I was there for 2 weeks, but I just completely did not like make any content out of it or anything like that, because it was genuinely a vacation for me. But now I'm looking at all the pictures on my phone. I'm like, damn, I took a lot of pictures, a lot of videos and stuff. And I might just put like some background music, and it's just a video where it just shows the various different things, like a collage almost. Like it just goes through all the images, and that's it. Stay with me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I was in Japan, my Instagram was definitely going crazy. I mean, If you do want to see parts of my Japan trip, it's all on my Instagram. That's how you feel about Cheesecake Factory? I like Cheesecake Factory a lot. I'll go up for Cheesecake Factory. Stay with me. This is a lot of stuff from my Japan trip. So I went on like this boating thing. That was really cool. Oh wait, I probably should not play music, right? I had to think about it for a second, like, if we play music and we can get demonetized. But this is like a boating thing that I did in Kyoto. It was really fun. I've never done anything like this before, so it's pretty awesome. I would do this again. It was so like relaxing, but also dangerous, I guess. But I just felt so at ease just being on the water and like enjoying the sights of Japan and all that. It was really nice. Where was the other thing? I already showed this before, but like the first night we got to Japan, we got like this, I don't know, 8-course omakase crazy thing. This shit was like $250 or $300 a person. It was well worth it. Like the caviar, wagyu, and sea urchin, and like all of the, they had like oxtail, which I think that's what this is. All these different cuts of wagyu, and it was incredible. Like, no notes. What's up, Brandon? Thank you for the 10 bucks. Good work this weekend, bro, as always. I appreciate you, dog. My guy. Then they make wagyu sandwiches for you. Yeah, I had a ball. Like Japan. I should put on the what match is happening right now on this other screen. What is this? This is 704 versus Omnipotent. Yeah, I just need to put all of this into like a actual like video. This was also really nice, just like this really beautiful park. Maishima. These flowers look like the same flowers that Himmel the Hero loved from Frieren. I think it just looks like that exact. And then this is Kyoto. Kyoto is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been to. I love it there, just the serenity of it all, and it's so cultural too. Like, whereas a lot of, you know, Tokyo and Osaka are more like conventional cities, but Kyoto has a vibe of like old Japan. Call. That was a Blackwing. And then there was like this digital art studio thing. Team Labs. The bubble room. There was a room where you go in and there's just like suds everywhere. This is all one place, by the way. One Team Labs location. Some French toast. They call it drinkable French toast. It was so moist. So soft, so moist, so tasty. I would get this. Again, it's from this place called School Bus. Definitely a must-stop place to go to if you're in Japan. School Bus. This drinkable French toast. So damn good. What is this one? Arashiyama. Kyoto. What are they doing? They messed up something? The Gear Freak? Seeing double. Alright, I'm going to exit out of this one since we have it at the top left. Who's still playing, first of all? Oh, there's almost no one playing. Dom, who won out of you and Black Sanji? Are y'all done? Looks like y'all are done. Oh, you won? Okay. Alright, I think that was the last match. I think. Stay with me. All right, so round 3 should be starting soon. Not just saying 5 rounds. First of all, we're not doing 5 rounds, so let's just start there. Six rounds is crazy. 6 rounds for a Tuesday night is insane. Where the hell is Brandon? When is the next ban list? They're every 3 months, so the next one won't be until the end of September, basically. So there's like a month and a half left of this one. So I should just switch to this. Yeah, I might do. I'm trying to think about how to do this because I have to do another 1K in September, like the third, well, not third, but the third one of the year. But it's IMNerd Circuit Series like 5. But I have to do the third 1K of the year in September, and I'm thinking of doing a big JANK tournament as well. But it might be too much for September because there's already stuff going on that month, like a lot. Like there's the EWCQ. God, what else is there? There's my 1K, like one of the weekends is going to be my 1K, one is going to be WCQ. So it's already looking like a pretty stacked month. So I don't know. You hope Sabres win tonight to strengthen the case against banning some of their stuff. The case against or the case for banning their stuff? Mm-hmm. Does Dueling Book still do those tournaments? They used to do like a weekly tournament for Edison. I don't know if they still do that. There was like a period of time where that was a thing. I just noticed that there's a tournaments tab on Dueling Book. I clicked on it by accident. Oh yeah, they do. Edison Format Weekly 220. The winner of this tournament will receive 15 days of supporter status with the ability to upload and use custom avatars and sleeves. All matches are played in Edison format. Deck changing is not allowed. Participants must start their matches within 15 minutes each time. Pairings are posted. Huh. Yeah, like somebody has to be playing in these Edison format weeklies. They're on the 220th version of that, which is kind of crazy because that's just a lot of them. There's also a create tourney button. What the hell does this do? Oh shit, you can create a tournament in here. I have never used this functionality of DB. Don's a Lou getting in like his GOAT format. Hit rekindling, you're a god. Oh, heavy storm, that's pretty good. That's actually really good. You can just set everything. Set the yard. I forgot to do this, so 2 minutes for 3 minutes. Okay, I'll change to 47. Spine Gilman. Damn, he actually got in. Imagine if that would shrink. Like, imagine using your Spine Gilman to attack Don's Luke and getting shrunk, and then losing the last cards in your hand. Robert Pattinson actually has been in a lot of stuff this year, right? I saw The Odyssey twice. I actually wouldn't mind seeing it a third time. But he was like the main villain of that movie. Sort of. And now he's playing the Chris Hansen guy. What else? Oh, he's in Dune, right? Is he in Dune? I think he's in the upcoming Dune movie. I feel like he's just in everything. I'm tired. The gym kicked my ass. Book of the Moon. Charge mill the second Spine Gilman is diabolical. Bro is definitely playing Frost and Flame Dragon now. I respect it. I just want to see it summoned. Like, show me the Frost and Flame Dragon, because I know it's here. There's no shot you're playing this. And there's no Frost and Flame. Oh no. It gets flipped face up. Which is, by the way, when Aaron kicks a monster back into the deck, it does get flipped face up. I guess in this case he booked it or something, so like... Did he book it? You miss playing in the JANK locals? Yeah, the JANK locals are fun. If he ever draws Rekindling, it's going to be a problem. Like, what the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he has enough to fill up his entire field and some of his opponents with Rekindling. Yeah, Dark Morph, it might actually be better this format, this version of the JANK. I'm not sure, because when you played it, it was pretty strong, and then there's been a lot of changes since then. Remember that Rekindling I talked about? This is him now. Thank God for Torrential Tribute. Oh shit. Yo, your two cards being Rekindling and Pot Avarice. That is high-key rage-inducing. Like, those being your two cards is crazy. All right. There's another Rekindling in the deck, right? Because I'm a little shocked that he will return most of the Flamvel monsters to his deck. When there's so many other targets. GG. Diva, GG. Summon Diva, GG. Tour Guide before there was Tour Guide. Banisher of the Radiance. Oh god, Mirror Force with Banisher against Stardust? Ouch. Yep, you can negate. Stardust will just never come back. No, Summoner Monk does not descend to grave. You can discard one spell. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about discard one spell and send it to the grave or anything like that. Special summon level for a monster from your deck, but that monster cannot attack this turn. Uh-oh. I'm never banning Gores, by the way. When's the regular locals? Usually they're on Tuesdays. Oh, he hit the mirror force too. That's insane. Oppression. Damn. Alright, this upper back row has to be fake. It like needs to be fake. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Torrential took out 4 cards. Well, Yugioh being summoned took out 4 cards from the opponent. That's like really strong. Heavy. I remember when I thought DD's Talent was going to be like so good because people were side decking it in Hero Frogs, and then I tried it and it was fucking awful. I wonder if it's still bad. Dom versus Red Coco is going crazy. Flamvel versus Winged Rhinos. Those decks are like both playable in Edison, but they're just clearly a cut above, or I'm sorry, a cut below the actual meta decks. It's crazy. Flamvel sees virtually no play in Edison. I mean, I get it. It's like you need to battle to get the most out of your deck, like GBs, but then you don't have the payoff like GBs because, unfortunately, level 8 synchros are just not that crazy in this format. Like, they're not even the best level of synchro. So you making like a Stardust or Colossal or Thought Ruler is like not the end all be all. Like all the Monarchs beat, they just beat all of those damn synchros. So it's like, yeah, your deck can summon Stardust, and if you have Rekindling, first of all, you have to beat over something. That's step one, and step one is already not easy. But if you do succeed in beating something, you get to make one level 8, and then if you have Rekindling, you can make another one. And unfortunately, in a weird way, Edison just has so many checks for every like level 8 synchro. The reason why Assailant is picked over Warrior Lady is because one of those monsters get DDV'd and the other monster does not get DDV'd, and that is huge. Yeah, if DDV wasn't so popular, I think DD War Lady would be a better card. As it stands, though, between the popularity of Bottomless Trap Hole, wow, that was on cue. Between the popularity of Bottomless Trap Hole, Deep Prison, and DDV, it's really hard to justify DD Warrior Lady as a card in your deck. Like, deck devastation does so much to hinder deck building. It's really cringe, honestly. It's like the biggest sin in the format. The format would expand so much if DDV was not in it. Like, it's so bad for deck building because so many decks just cannot even function in a violent meta of deck devastation virus. Like, they don't have the resiliency or like the adaptiveness of a frog deck, so you don't have a recurring +1 monster that comes back every single turn that allows you to start spamming other broken monsters. It's like, yeah, DDV, like we currently do not have a Christia deck in Edison format. Like there's no Christia deck in the top 10 decks of this format, literally because of DDV existing. I have no idea if there will ever be a community consensus to ban DDV. I don't really know. DDV seeing more play in redo, is it really? I mean, honestly, the redo finals in Pittsburgh ended because of DDV. Like the Inzektor deck, DDV, the windup deck, and it was GG. Like it was like super over too. It looked worse than seeing like decks get DDV'd in Edison. It was like, you're super dead. Like, I think about all the decks that would exist or could start to exist and be built upon. Obviously, all the fairy decks, any deck using DD War Lady, any deck using like Quick Draw, Volcanic Shell, stuff like that. Like, all of those decks tend to just be like very, very susceptible to losing the entire game off of one card's activation. That is very commonly played. Bills, thank you for the sub. Like, not every deck has a salvage, you know what I mean? Or a tree worm frog. Oh, he's playing assault mode. Yo, that makes so much sense. He's playing. Okay, that's a way to take Flamvel to the next level, because I think that just making level 8s is not good enough. Maybe in Jank is fine, but like in actual Edison format, I do not think that making level 8s is like special. Like if that's like the ceiling of your deck is like, oh, I make a level 8 and then I make another level 8 maybe with this spell card that I cannot search or do anything with. Like the spell card summons a level 8 synchro. But if I'm going to be using my graveyard to summon a monster from my extra deck, I'd rather be Miracle Fusion. Personally, I think there's just a better extra deck monster than like pretty much all the level 8s. Oh, this is not my. That is not my tournament. That had Jinzo Returner. Let's see where we are, chat. I mean, DDV is a blowout to a lot of decks. It's just not a blowout to the best decks. But that's the problem. It doesn't allow decks that are not like literally in the top tier to be used. Like Frogs can deal with DDV fine. Vayu and Blackwings can deal with DDV fine. Like GBs can deal with DDV fine. But you know what cannot deal with DDV? All the fairy decks. All of the quick draw decks. Like all of the decks that utilize like things like DD War Lady. X-Sabers, like, cannot deal. Like, just literally smoked. Cannot function at all. Like, so many decks just cannot function. That is the problem. The top decks still win just fine through DDV. Like, Frogs win just fine without interruption. Like, DDV, I already said this, but DDV does not hurt Frogs at the same level that it hurts the decks that are just worse than the Frog decks. What just happened? Injection Fairy Lily. It looks like Goat's format over there. Injection. In. Oh, are both matches done? I think both matches are done. Everyone playing Wing Rhinos now? There are a lot of Wing Rhinos. What's up, Magical Mullet? AKA CJ? Fuck. Alright, this is the final round. Nice. Slash set timer. I wonder what the standings are saying. How many undefeateds are there right now? Oh, good. There's 2 undefeateds and another undefeated that has a bye. So we'll see how this shakes out at the end. Let it all work out. Rhinos was Yamada deck's only weakness? Really? That was one of the weaknesses? I love Jinzo right now. I think Jinzo is so fucking cool. I'm a Jinzo stan. This is a Jinzo stan YouTube channel, just by the way. I might change the name of the channel to like Jinzo TCG or something. Like, don't be surprised if one day you log on and you see like all my videos under the name Jinzo TCG. Like, just don't be surprised. I'm trying to limit her and cook. I am Jinzo. Ooh. Cyber Phoenix. This used to be such a big card in like 2007. Interesting that we do not play Cyber Phoenix at all in any deck. I almost forgot that it's like in the format. It does have bad attack stat because of, I'm going to say it, the virus. But it does have protection against like Deep Prison, and it gives all of your guys protection against Deep Prison. And Brain Control. What else? Book of Moon. Raigeki Break. Raigeki Break is a big one. I wish I could see all the Jinzos lined up, because I just have like some cheap super rare Jinzos for right now, but I want to get some better Jinzos. But I want to see like all of the different types of Jinzo just in a line so I can decide on what I really want. Playing through different rarities is wild. The ultimate rare Japanese ones are insane, but I think close to 200 each. I don't think I've seen this before. Now I have to go look. Oh, these do look really cool. Yeah, I see them for like $250 on eBay. They're very expensive. That is really cool though. But like that price is wildin'. Yeah, they're basically around $200, like. They are so pretty though, chat. That is a pretty card. She's a very pretty girl. She's alright. She's alright. That girl's alright with me. If only I bought high rarity OCG cards instead of fucking around in the 8th grade. Yeah, I know, right? I should have bought a house in the 8th grade. But I was too busy worried about Yu-Gi-Oh! The Little Set of Roses does have some good music. Rekindling. What da. Make level 8. You're at 100. The Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Master is kind of nice. Ronak had enough. Peacekeeper needs to go from the field to the grave. Okay, yeah, when this card on the field is destroyed, it's into the grave. It's so interesting because Peacekeeper searches Gear Frame, which is... like, Gear Frame is absurd, right? Peacekeeper sees almost no play, though. Peacekeeper also beats over Raiko. You can't do that? Like, you can do that, but it doesn't do anything. Like, it's negated. It's a legal activation, but it is negated. He said gay. I like that Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read. Never change. It's actually one of my favorite things. That's why we play Edison and not Modern and got time to read. Indeed. Bro, what is he doing? Is he trolling? Is he trolling, bro? Like, this thing negates all spells and traps that target one machine monster. No, Poppy Churro. Not like this, bro. Not like this. Not like this. Cyber Phoenix soloing like it's Arcus is crazy. Look at that chocolatey goodness. Dripping that chocolate sauce. Chocolate sauce. Dripping that chocolate sauce. I'm just looking at all the things we looked up on eBay today, chat. I can close my Instagram. We got that. Yeah, I read the new cards that come out. Did you see like the they have a whole archetype dedicated to the sun god, aka Ra, the winged dragon of Ra? I read all the cards. Yeah, they're pretty ridiculous. They don't seem as ridiculous as like, they're not the most ridiculous cards I've ever seen in Modern, but they are obviously ridiculous when I think about like, you know, in context of Edison format, like they would be tier 0. They're cards that could never be played in any format outside of like a Modern format. But in Modern format, I'm like, oh, these seem fair. Yeah, the Sun God Lava Golem does seem really good. That's the card that I was like, that one's outrageous. The Sun God Lava Golem is definitely outrageous. Is having 2 games on at once becoming a regular thing? Feels like I can't watch either. Why can't you watch either? My Duolingo bird is threatening me again. I came for the games, I stayed for the chat. Indeed. The games are just kind of like a background thing, you know what I mean? Like, they're just kind of there. We're really here to yap. Like, if you know, you know. Teach me how to cook probably. Do you have availability this weekend? Because I'm actually free for the first time this weekend. It's been so long since I've spent the last couple weeks out of the house. Yeah, my earliest possible time that I can record Teach Me How to Cook would be this weekend, because I already have a Teach Me How to Cook I have to record on Thursday. So I used to like Magic the Gathering when I played it in 2010. I have not played Magic the Gathering since 2010, which is 16 years ago. So I have no idea what it's like now. I heard it's not good though, at least standard, which is what I used to play. I used to play during the Jace the Mind Sculptor, like Primeval Titan, Sun Titan, Tectonic Edge, Celestial Colonnade, Jund era. Like that whole period of time. Mythic Conscription. On YouTube, you can actually zoom in on a part of the video. So if you find that the 2 duels is like too distracting for your eyes or whatever issues you might have, you can just zoom in. You can like literally pinch and zoom in on a specific part. I'm doing good, Ahmed. Yeah, assault mode definitely does go crazy in jank. I mean, assault mode is currently fucking topping in regular Edison, right? Like, it just topped this past weekend for the second time. I'm very happy about that. Didn't have that on my bingo card. This weekend was very special. This weekend was a lot of special things went down this weekend. It was a really big step for Edison too, because I noted there was a recent top cut that was like, oh, I think it was it Pittsburgh? The top cut of Pittsburgh, like top 8 or top 4, was like mostly birds, and people were complaining about that. And now the top cut of Fort Myers was 7 different decks in top 8, 4 different decks in top 4. Also, Houston was 4 different decks in top 4 as well. So I'm actually more impressed that there are still so many people who choose to play the decks that they just enjoy playing. And that's what I like the most. I like that, despite the fact that there's a very clear and defined meta in Edison, as there is in every single Yu-Gi-Oh format, right? But even with that, there are people who are playing things like assault mode and, you know, all these various decks. Like, there's so many decks to choose from, and they can beat each other. People will complain but still play the format. I mean, that's always been Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm pretty sure all the TCGs are like this, but I can only speak to this one because this is the one that I primarily play. But like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players love to complain, and then that's it. Like, they just complain. So yo, double solidarity. I just realized that there's 2 of them, because I was like, oh, Mecha Bunny's like 16, and then I started seeing how much life point damage he was taking, and it's like, oh no, Mecha Bunny is not 16. Mecha Bunny is a monarch. Yeah, Grassroots is awesome. I'm very glad that we still have so many events to play in. I have events to commentate in, I have events to play in, I have events to spectate. Like, there's just so many different ways to play retro or Edison in general. Can't wait for Atlanta. Yeah, the next event is Atlanta, October, what, 3rd and 4th, I think it is. Yeah, I don't have an in real life local either, Scotty. It does help to have a it does help to have like an in real life local. But if you don't, this channel is the next best thing, because I stream every single week. But yeah, we do have these events coming up. I'm still here, but yeah, Atlanta, October 2nd through 4th. So the 2nd is a Friday. So it's really the 3rd and 4th. That's the weekend. But there's going to be Edison, a 3v3, which is Edison, Redo. Is it just Edison and Redo? Edison and Redo, and then you have the Go Grand Prix. So there's going to be all these different retro formats that you could play. The primary one being Edison Day 1. Then Day 2, you'll have your choice between the 3v3 or the Go Grand Prix, which is nice. Instead of complaining, just acknowledge you aren't that good and switch to Lightsworn. I mean, yeah, that's a thing that you could do. Peacemaker is insane with rollout. What the hell is rollout? I don't even know what that is. The Twitter account of Major League Baseball just made a post about a Pokemon content creator's video. Albeit he is the GOAT of Pokemon, but that's just a crazy crossover. Yeah, Ronick, stay cooking some shit. We're almost wrapped up here. So Dom is 4-0. Guaranteed first place, it looks like. Right, Coco's 3-1, Dez is 3-1, Scotty is basically also 3-1. Oh wait, how does this work? Oh yeah, because Visor wins, I think. Oh, the bot will determine the standings. Mecha Bunny. Bun! We might finish the tournament before like 10:30. That'd be sick. I miss doing single elimination, but I feel like for Jank, you don't want to do single elimination because people need time to like test and play multiple games, and this is the best way to do that. So single elimination doesn't make sense for Jank. Single elimination for Edison is fine because it basically just prepares you for like if you top an event, what it feels like you lose, you're out. I kind of want to shuffle cards. I'm thinking about my Froggo TK deck right now. I actually double sleeved it last night. I got my double sleeves in from Broccoli. I put it all in some nice double sleeves. And my best friend gifted me 3 super rare Threatening Roars. So I now have a playset of those. However, there's a caveat. However, However, those threatening roars are French. They're super rare French threatening roars. And I do not like foreign cards, or I should say I do not like non-English cards, usually. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Maybe I trade someone from France, or if someone, how do I say this? If someone from France has English copies for some reason, and they're like, I really like, yeah, I want your French ones because they're like me, right? Like maybe they have a friend who gifted them English copies, and me who's sitting over here with the French copies. Let me go grab my deck. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna go grab my deck. So yeah, I double sleeve. So my deck is bigger right now than usual. We got a side deck. Everyone knows that guy. Everyone knows that guy. Anyway, yeah, I have this thing. I have a playset of these. I don't know if the camera is going to really pick it up, but these are French super threatening roars. So he just dropped them off. He actually dropped them off while I was in Fort Myers. Like, I came home and there was just a package in the fucking mailbox all weekend, I guess, of like super rare threatening roars, but they are French. They say, I'm not even gonna attempt that because I don't speak French. So there's that. What we're not about to do is embarrass ourselves. But yeah. So I have a playset of them. I have like an extra one. I also have, I have an extra Caius too. I almost forgot. I have this like extra Caius in. So this is my deck box. I have like all the extra, this is all my extra fraud cards that I bring with me just in case I want to play, like, if I have any wild ideas the night before a tournament. This is my deck box that has all my ideas in it. And by ideas, I just mean extra cards. Light and Darkness Dragon, Dark Death Spirits, Polymerizations, Malicious even, Super Poly, Vanity's Fiend, like Hinokago Suchi, Yamada Dragon, Econ, Super Polys, like all of that shit. But I just opened it and realized that I need to get rid of this Caius. Like, I still have this Caius from top 4 of Houston. I had no time to really do anything with it because I flew to Florida like a couple days later. But it is a near mint ulti Caius. Yeah, it's a near mint ulti Caius. It's still an exact same sleeve that I got from the LDS in Houston after top 4. But yeah, I just have no reason. Obviously, I have no reason to have 4 freaking Caiuses because, like, look at this. Just like four ulti Caius. My big fat fingers. Let's try to do a fan of Caius. Ah, they're so slippery because I just double sleeved. We got like a fan of Caius. So I need to get rid of one of the Caiuses. I need to figure out what I'm going to do about these French threatening roars, because I did want super threatening roars. My best friend came through and got me. He hooked me up with 3 supers, but they're not exactly the super I want. And then I have these Caiuses from Japan. Hold on to me. I have these Caiuses from Japan, which I really like these. Like these Japanese Caiuses that I got when I was in Tokyo a couple months ago. I use these in my Value Turbo deck. They are hella sweet. Look at that. Yeah, the Caius is fucking... Isn't it crazy? Like, they are hella sweet. Hella sweet. So yeah, I like these. I don't even know, is this speed duel? I don't know what kind of Caius this is, but I like these Caiuses. I use them in my, like I said, I use them in my value deck. Yeah, I still need to get rid of this. If anyone wants French super rare threatening roars, I have a playset, and I would like English super rare threatening roars. Oh shit. Almost knocked my deck over. What is he? Ron Lewis pays 70%. I can do a little bit better than 70%, but thank you. I know Ron very well. But yeah, I got my deck is all nice and double sleeve now, which the green screen, because my sleeves are predominantly green, it just kind of like goes through, like the green screen is just like, it's kind of cool what's happening. Just shines through. We got this, my boy. Oh, I don't know if he's going to show up on the green. Oh, he does show up. I thought Ryza would not show up because he's so green. Like, he obviously is so green. But Ryza kind of out here. I always wonder if I turn the light off, right? Does that make it any better? Probably not, right? That's not better. It's kinda. It's okay. But not really. Alright, we'll just cut the light back on. The green on the T-Roar didn't show? Yeah. Yeah, currently the Threatening Roars are the only non-English card in my deck. So I need to I mean, I don't think anyone's ever going to ask me for a translation on Threatening Roar. That would be a little ridiculous. They might not even notice when I flip it that it's not English. Because, like, I think most of us just look at the card's picture when it's activated, and that's just what we go by. Like, something I thought about, too, I wouldn't even notice if my opponent wasn't using real Yu-Gi-Oh cards in retro Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, I would have no idea. Because, like, I don't really look at... You know what I mean? Like I pretty much know all the cards that people play anyway. So I'm never really like reading or picking up someone's cards to like inspect them or anything like that during a duel. You could look the source like French for English swap. Yeah, I would very much prefer English cards in general. I mean, if I have to, I will just play the French ones. Obviously, like I'm going to play them because they are still very nice. Like they are beautiful. But I just have a thing where I completely grew out of my whole phase of liking foreign language cards. I was really into that when I was... So around the time of Atlanta 2010, I was really into that. Like foreign language stuff. And 2011 still at that time. And I think at some point, I don't really know exactly when, but at some point I was just like, the idea of my opponent asking me for a translation and the onus being on me to provide it is crazy, and I'm never ever doing that. And I just stopped. I think the good thing about retro Yu-Gi-Oh, if you have foreign cards in retro, it's like everyone kind of just knows the cards. But I could not imagine having a foreign modern deck. Like if you are American and you just have like a deck in Italian and it's new, well, like what are you doing? Because your opponents are going to be reading shit or trying to read. You have to provide translations, and you guys get double game loss too. I just feel like that is such a bad idea. It just seems like a bad idea. How come we don't have like Ulti Mirror Force and Ulti Torrential Tribute? You ever think about stuff like that? Like real world problems that we could be solving? Like, we need to petition to Konami to get, like... I want to shuffle my deck. You see, I have the Neuron app. I don't really use it, but I do have it, and I know that you can use it for translations, which did not exist when I was younger. But it exists now, and I'm glad that you can just go on your phone and provide a translation to your opponent. That is, like, amazing. Because Konami... Do y'all remember that Konami wanted you to have a written... They wanted you to have, like, a typed out or handwritten fucking translation of the Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's like actually, they wanted people to walk around with a binder of translations, and people did it. There was a period of time where people walked around with a binder of translations, bro. That's like a period of time that existed. Can you believe that? Like, people would dead ass walk around the venue and just have a binder or like a stack of folded paper for Yu-Gi-Oh card translations. Just noticed I'm surprised to see Noza Borg in the whole tournament. I thought somebody summoned it round 1, but I could be tripping. We saw Karaz tonight. You had translations? You walked around with translations? Like, I had an opponent pull out a binder of translations for me before because he was playing a new deck. Like a deck that had basically just come out. It might have been like a month old. But he was playing a deck that basically just came out, and it wasn't a deck that I played. And he just had a binder of translations. And I thought it was so ridiculous, but like, I read that shit. Like, I read his binder. I'm over here drawing cards. I'm over here drawing a hand. I don't know if any of this hand is going to show up, but this hand is actually kind of crack. See if we can like show it off. Fishborg, Substitute. What's that? Treeborn, Duprog, Fishborg, and Salvage. Which means my opponent could die on turn 2. Okay. Is that it? Is that the whole thing? Or there's still some duelers. What's Morph doing? Let's check in on Morph. He's playing Diva Hero, it looks like, with Morphing Jar. Interesting. Relinquished. Foiling is wild on green screen. It is. No, the foiling on the green screen is absolutely insane. I used to be really big in the German when I was younger. Like the German Dark Arm Dragon that Alistair had. It was like Finster, Bewafnetter, Drasha, or some shit. I remember looking at, because it was so dark. Like the actual card was so much darker than the English Dark Arm Dragon that I had. I used to be really big into that stuff. You activated my trap card. Honestly, these oversleeves feel pretty good. Like I'm a little gagged right now at how good these feel, because I'll tell you one thing. So I've been using these eucalyptus sleeves and I struggled in Houston. Maybe it was because of the heat. I struggled in Houston to shuffle my own deck. Like it was not smooth at all, and I really was thinking to myself, I probably need to switch my sleeves at this point. Like I probably need to switch to like another brand. How often do you set Treeborn turn 1, game 1? Like as a Shura Punish negligible? I mean, Shura Punish doesn't really do anything. if the only way to short punish matters is if they're going into armor master and they're going to DDV me, right? Otherwise, me just taking 1300 damage or whatever, or 800 damage, which is what it usually is going to be, to get like value out of their deck. If it's not converting into a deck devastation virus, I don't really care that you got a plus from Shura attacking, because that is not, you're not winning the game by plussing against Frog TK. That is not how you're going to win the game. So I do not care about that. I will say I don't think it comes up very often that I have to set a Treeborn Frog turn 1 though. Like, it's not a normal thing at all. Like, I feel like if I have to set Treeborn Frog, my hand is probably bad. Or like, or it could be one of those deceptive hands that like is not bad, but in order to get it started, I have to set Treeborn Frog, in which case you might be dead next turn, because it might be like Substitute with Fishborg and shit like that in hand. Like, you could have a hand of like Treeborn, Toad, you know, stuff that like you don't want to use the Toad turn 1 or whatever. But it's definitely not common. I don't know if I'm trying to think about Houston. I don't know if there was a single round in Houston where I had to set Treeborn Frog game 1 as like my play. I also lost almost every die roll, so also setting Treeborn Frog would just feel really fucking bad going second as much as I went second. I think the tournament's over though. Let me see. Wow, these sleeves feel really good. I'm also interested in getting some like better sleeves, because like, oh well, you can't see them, but I just have like these are plain sleeves, and then I have the broccoli sleeves on top. My first time double sleeving. But I'm thinking about like, now I could just get like any old sleeve, right? Like I have like these World Championship 2015 ones on like extra deck stuff, or like this is my token. This is like a fluff token, like a ulti. You've seen this shit on my my deck profile, like the goals token, and then the back of it is in a World Championship sleeve. Like, I could use these sleeves now. Like, I could actually, I have a bunch of world sleeves that I've just had for like 10 years. This is from year, does it say? This might be 2011. This says 2011. And this one is from 2020. There's no way. This does say 2020 though. World Championship Qualifier 2020. And a World Championship Qualifier. This just says 2011 on this. I don't know if these are actually from 2011. I have no idea. But I could use these sleeves now and just put the double sleeve on top. So we shall see. Make it so. All right. I want a duel. Like, I don't know why. Like, for the first time in probably ever. For the first time in forever. I actually, because of my deck being double sleeved, I kind of want a duel. It's really weird. I never feel like this, but like, I guess because I also just got to watch a whole weekend of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I didn't play a single game. But usually I hate dueling. So that's why that's why I'm surprised that I want a duel. I guess what I do isn't really dueling, is it? It's like I use the term dueling loosely here. I want to, you know what? I can honestly duel by myself. When I turn the camera off, I'm just gonna play by myself. You think that's what it is? You think the top 4 got me fiending for a dub? Bro, I didn't even expect to get that far. Like, I was just as surprised as you were. Like, when I was in top 4, I was like, wow, I'm actually so close to winning this whole tournament. Like, it did not occur to me when I was playing Lex in top 8. He's playing Lightsworn, and like game 1, he's like activating Gold Sarcophagus, and Marcus was standing behind me, and I'm just thinking to myself of like, oh, I'm playing against fucking Lightsworn, and I talk so much shit about this deck all week leading up to Houston, right? Like, I put out a whole video, a whole 2-hour video at that, of like me, Eric, and Marcus basically shitting on Lightsworn or Twilight in the middle of that video for like 30 minutes. And now I'm playing against it in top 8. And I was like, I know what's about to happen. I'm about to get eliminated by fucking Twilight or Lightsworn or whatever, because I didn't know which one he was playing. But I was like, I'm about to get eliminated by Lightsworn. And that is going to be so annoying for obvious reasons. And then I just like won. And I was like, oh, okay. But that's what was really on my mind. It wasn't like, oh, like you win this match, you're in top 4, you are one match away from being in the finals. Like it didn't even occur to me until the top 4 match when Jeremy was my opponent. We started talking about it. I was like, well, one of us is going to the finals like right now. Like that is where this is going, right? But yeah, it just didn't even occur to me like, oh, if I win top 4, like I am in the finals of the biggest retro tournament of all time. So it's kind of cool to think about, but in the moment, I think I was just so exhausted and like focused on random other shit that I didn't even fully process it. Okay, so I need the standings. Standings are Dom is number 1, Dez TCG number 2, 3rd is Raikoko, and 4th is Scotty's real dad. So that looks like it's our top 4. I'm just going to rerun the standings again just to double check. Okay, yeah, it did not change. So that is the top 4. I'm going to grab Dom's deck because he won technically, even though top 4 do get prizing. So we had a $100 prize pool tonight. First place is usually half, usually. But let's see. Dom won with assault mode tonight, which is kind of cool. Also, like, is my music just not playing? Like, what music is playing right now? All right, anyway. So this is tonight's winning jank deck. It is assault mode. Interesting with no Plague Spreader Zombie. So if he draws it, you can't really put it back, but I did make Plague legal, right? I'm thinking about the assault mode deck that just got top 4. All right, I'm going to back read chat before I end the stream. Okay, something about things being older is just cooler. I don't know. I got a whole case that was defective. They had a huge ass black line going down the side of them. That sounds wild. 2006 is now vintage. 2006 is the year Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, I think. That's how I remember every year of my life, basically, like based on either the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that was going on or the video game stuff that was going on. I went back to KMC because they shuffle amazing, but they don't last as long, I feel, and I wish they had more colors. Yes, yeah, one of the things I like about double sleeving now that I'm finally a double sleever is that my inner sleeves will last for a very long time, right? Because they're not actually being used. What do you hate more, Lightsworn, Twilight, or GBs? Be honest, chat is listening and clipping. I absolutely hate Lightsworn and Twilight more than I hate GBs. I don't really have a problem with GBs. Like, I think the rest of the community has more of a problem with GBs than I do. GBs is not my #1 enemy at the current time. I've been beaten by Lightsworn and Twilight in the last 365 days more than I've been beaten by GBs. I'm trying to think about outside of Houston's top 4. I don't know if I like when's the last time I lost to GBs. I think it might have been Orlando in a side event. Like, I'm pretty sure it was in an Orlando side event on Sunday. That was the last time I lost to GBs. Because let me think about this. 2025. 2024, I beat the GB decks I played against. 2025, I beat the GB decks I played against. Yeah, like, I feel like I would know if I lost the GBs. Like, I would just remember that. And the one that I do remember, I played against Andre Torres. Is that his name? The like 5-time YCS champion who's like, he speaks Spanish and everything. I played against him in a side event, and he's playing GBs. And this is when I first started playing around with Froggo TK. And he beat me because I heavy stormed him or true-nated him or something. He chained Wabaku. And then I didn't know how to play the deck like that. I used it in a side event for the first time ever because I was like, well, this is the best time for me to practice it, right? I'm going to pay some money, play in a side event, and then see what happens. And I didn't realize that I could still kill him if he Wabakus me. Like, I didn't realize that at the time. Like, it just didn't occur to me. I was so focused on like the other, like, you know, lines or whatever. Now, as you see in the video, I do know that I can just kill you through Wabaku. So yeah, I feel like that was my last loss to GBs. So between January 2005 and fast forward all the way to August 2026, January 2025, August 2026, the first time I lost to GBs was in top 4 of Houston. I beat GBs also in Swiss, like I said. I won round 8 against Red from New York. He herked me turn 1 just like Jeremy did, but where Jeremy had a Book of Moon or something, he had like a bottomless or something, and I just played through it and won. And then game 2 he won, and then game 3 I won. And I remember being mad because I think that was one of the rounds where I went first, and I didn't know he's playing GBs. Yeah, I did not know he was playing GBs, and I could have dupe blocked him, and I didn't. I just didn't know what he was playing. So I like summoned swaps and Treeborn bounce pass, and then he summoned. It might have been like straight up summon Secator, Test Tiger, Tribute, put Secator back, you know, lift it up, put it back down, and then like attack. Like, I don't even remember if he like actually put a different GB on the field. And then he like Hurricane me, and I was like, oh. And I was like, fuck. This is so annoying. That's anyway. I'm just thinking about all the people who fucking shuffle decks and look at the bottom card. It pisses me off so much. You guys are scumbags. You're all fucking scumbags. Like, if I knew my round 8 opponent was playing GBs, I would have dupe blocked the shit out of him turn 1 going first, bro. My hand was like swap frog, another frog, salvage, like substitute. Like, I would have dupe blocked the fuck out of him, bro. And that game 1 would not have been that game 1 was so stressful because I didn't know he was playing GBs. Anyway, I'm ranting now. All right, I'm going to end the stream here. You guys have a good night. As always, I love you all. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk and all that stuff. I may go live this weekend since I do have free time, but I also want to record content. So I don't know. I want to make some videos. Like, I want to make some I want to make some videos where I play by myself on ladder, and I'm gonna make some members only content. That's my goal. My goal for this week is to make at least one members only video where I'm playing on ladder with, I don't even know what. I might do Polyhero Frogs. I might do the new Froggo TK Volcanic deck. I don't know. I'm gonna make a members only video this week. That is my goal for this week. So be on the lookout for that. Anyway. Have a good one, guys. I'll catch you later. Peace.